Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I'm back with another lecture in the SQL series. So in the last lecture we got to know more on the union and union all operator. In this particular video we would be learning about SQL subqueries. So without any further ado, let's get started. So what is this SQL subquery, inner query or nested query? So SQL subquery is a query which is nested within another SQL statement. So consider that there is a SQL statement Q1 and inside this Q1 there is one more query Q2 that is acting as an inner query. We call this particular query as subquery, which is helping me to perform operations on Q1 based on the data which we are receiving from Q2. So whenever we want to retrieve data based on the result of another query, we use the nested queries. So consider that Q2 give me a result R2 and based on R2 we are doing some filtration on Q1. So it is helping me as a subquery and it is helping me to give the details. Now why do we even need the subqueries? So consider that you are working in a company XYZ. Now companies told you that the average salary which we give to our employee is 1200. Now consider the next year company hire more 50 employees, right? So the average salary can either increase or decrease as well. Now, do we need to calculate the average salary each and every year whenever a new employee is onboarded or whenever a set of employees is onboarded? We don't need to do that, right? So what we will do is we will write a query to find the average salary and then we can tell कि you can use this particular query anywhere where you want to find all the employees who is earning more than average salary, where you need to find all the employees name, employee details. You can use that particular subquery everywhere because that will give me the dynamic value or the value which is at present. It will give me the dynamic value. It won't take the value as 1200 as static value. It will give me the dynamic value. Whenever a new employee is onboarded, the value would be updated. So in the same way we use the subquery because it helps me to get the dynamic value and it helps to update the data at the real time. So we don't need to update our query each and every time. We write a self-sufficient query like select average salary from XYZ. So what it will make sure is कि whenever there is new employee which is added in our database, it will update the salary accordingly. The average salary, consider if earlier it was 1200, now it can be 1250. So it will be updated accordingly. Now here you can see a block diagram where I have given an outer query and inside this there is an inner query. So this inner query is Q2, this outer query is Q1. The result which we are getting from Q2 is R2 and based on R2 we are performing some logic in Q1. So in this way the nested query works. Now how we can use the subqueries? So subquery can be used in multiple ways. The very first way is subqueries can be used with clauses such as select, insert, update or delete to perform complex data retrieval. Now here you can see that we can use it with the clauses such as select, insert, update or delete. So let's see that how we can use. So here we have written the query. So we give select and then we provide columns and here we can provide a subquery which will help me to find another column in which there would be some manipulation which would be already done in the subquery and which I can show in the final result. And then I can give from and then I have to provide the table name from which we are fetching the data. Now let's see the another way in which we can use the subqueries. So subqueries can be used with where clause to filter data based on the condition. So we can use the where clause and we can filter the data based on some condition. So let's see the query. So here you can see it, we are giving select and here star basically means all. So it will give me all the columns which is present in the table. Then we will give from and then we'll provide the table name. Then we'll give the where clause. And here we provide the column name on which we are doing the manipulations or the filtration. Then we provide the operator like greater than, less than, equal to, in operator or other operators. And then we give the subquery. So this is the query 2 which gives me some result and based on this result we are performing some operation. So we'll see the example one by one for each of these ways. But for now I'm just explaining that how we are using this in each way. Now the third way is subqueries can be also used in the from clause. So we can also use subquery inside the from clause. So let's see. So let's see the query. So here we are giving select and here we are giving star which basically selects all the column. Then we are providing from and inside this from we are using the subquery and then we are providing an alternate name for the result we are getting from the subquery as alternate name. So let's see from examples that how we can use the subqueries inside the select, from and where clauses. Now let's understand from example how we can use the subqueries using the where clause. So the very first problem statement is find all the employees who have salary greater than the minimum salary. So we have to find all the employees who is having salary which is greater than the minimum salary which is present in our table. So we have to break the problem into two steps. First is we have to find the minimum salary, and then we have to find all the employees who is having salary greater than the minimum salary. So let's see first that how we can find the minimum salary. So first we'll give select, and then we'll give an aggregate function minimum which will take all the values which is present inside the column and will return the minimum value. So we'll give the column name as salary, and then we'll give from, and then we'll provide the table name, that is employee. So this will give me one result, that would be the minimum salary among all the employees. Now the second query is to find all the employees having salary greater than the minimum salary. So this we have already calculated. Now we have to find all the employees who is having salary greater than the minimum salary. So we'll give the query select, and then we want to show the employee name as well. So we'll give name, and then we'll give salary, and then we'll provide from, and then we'll give employee, and then we'll give the where condition where the salary which is given here is greater than the subquery which is this minimum salary. So here we can replace the subquery with the query which we have written here, and we can get the salary which is greater than the minimum salary, or you can say R2. So in this way we can find all the employees who is having salary greater than the minimum salary. So let's see from the MySQL workbench. So we have to find all the employees who is having salary greater than minimum salary. So we already have a company database, and in that we have an employee table. So let's first see that what all details are there in the employee table. So here you can see we have ID, name, age, department, city, and employee salary. So let's just find the employee salary which is greater than minimum salary. So firstly we'll find the minimum salary. So for that we'll give select, and then we'll give the aggregate function min, and then we'll provide the column name, that is salary, and then we'll give the table name, that is from employee. So let's just execute this query and see that what it is giving. So it is giving me 1600, which is the minimum salary among all the salaries which is present in the table. Now let's find all the employees who is having salary greater than the minimum salary. So what we'll do is we'll give select, and then we want to show the employee name, and then the salary column, and then we'll give the table name, that is from employee, and then we'll give the where clause, and we'll give the condition where salary is greater than, and here we will replace it with this subquery. So here we are getting the minimum salary as 1600, and here we'll replace it with this, and we'll just execute this. So here you can see that we are getting the name and the salary. So is 2000 greater than 1600? Yes. Is 2500 greater than 1600? Yes. Is 2400 greater than 1600? Yes. So we are getting all the employees' name along with their salary who is having salary greater than the minimum salary. So let's see another example. Find all the employees who is having the minimum age. So we have to find the employees who is having the minimum age. So first what we will do is we will find the minimum age which is present in our table, and then we will compare that. Consider that if the minimum age is 18, is the employee having the age as 18? Is the employee having the age as 18? Is the employee having the age as 18? In the same way, we will see for all the rows, and we will show the details of employee who is having age as the minimum age. So firstly, we will break the problem. So first we'll find the minimum age, and secondly, we'll find the employee who is having the minimum age. So how we can find that? So first we need to find the minimum age. So to find the minimum age, we can give the query select min age from employee. So this will give me a minimum age, consider R2. Now I have to find all the employees who is having the minimum age. So I'll give the query select name, and I want to see the age as well. So age from employee, and here in the subquery I'll give where age is equal to the subquery. So it will be replaced by this query because this is giving me the minimum age. So it is giving me the result as R2. So it will be basically R2, and this subquery would be replaced by this. In this way, we can find all the employees who is having age as minimum age. So let's see from the MySQL workbench. So we have to find all the employees who is having their age as minimum age. So firstly, we will find the minimum age. So to find the minimum age, we'll give the query as select min and we'll give age, and then we'll give the table name from employee. So let's just execute this query. So here you can see that we are getting the minimum age as 24. Now let's find all the employees who is having age as 24. So we will then calculate all the employees who is having age as minimum age. So we'll give the query as select name of the employee, age, from table name is employee, and then we'll give the condition where age is equal to minimum age, and basically this query is helping me to find the minimum age. So I can replace the minimum age with this. So we'll give this and we'll just execute this query. So there is only one employee who is having age as the minimum age. If there were 2 or 3 employees who were having the age as 24, that data would also be shown here. So let's understand from example of using subqueries in the from clause. So the first question is, find the employees who is having age greater than minimum age. So earlier we were using the where clause, but here we will be using the subquery inside the from clause. So firstly we'll find the minimum age, and then we'll find all the employees who is having age greater than minimum age. So let's see how we can do that. So to find the minimum age, the query is select minimum age, and here we are providing an alias or an alternate name for the same, that is min age, and then we'll give from, and then we'll give the table name as employees. So in the second step, we have to find the employee which is having age greater as minimum age. So we'll give select, and then here we have used emp.name. So emp is basically a short name we have provided to this employee table, and we can use dot to select all the columns which is present here. So we can use emp.name, and then we can give from employee emp, and here we can replace it with the subquery, that is the minimum age. So we'll replace this subquery with this, and we can give it as subquery, and here we'll give where emp.age. So basically emp is the short name, so employee.age is greater than what we are getting from subquery, so subquery.minage. So here we are having minimum age, so we'll use subquery.minage, and here we are having age as the column, so we'll be using age. So from here we'll get the result as minimum age, and with a result consider R2, and here we'll use the result which we got from this query to do a filtration. So let's see from the MySQL workbench. So first we'll calculate the minimum age. So we can use the query as select minimum, and we can give it as age, and then we can provide an alias to use that particular result somewhere else also. So we'll give as, and then let's provide it a name as min age, and then we have to give the table name, so from employee. So let's just execute this query and see what it is giving us. So here you can see that we are getting a minimum age as 24. So here you can see that it is replaced by the alternate name which we have given, else it would show min age. So we have replaced it with an alternate name, that is minimum age. So let's find all the employees who is having age greater than the minimum age. So firstly we will use select, and then we'll give what we want to select. So firstly we want to show the name and the age, and then we'll use from, and then we'll give the table name, that is employee. So for now we are giving a short name for the employee table so that we don't have any confusion. So here we'll give a short name for employee, that is emp. Since we have provided a short name, we have to access the columns such as emp.name and emp.age. And then here I'll replace the minimum age from this subquery. So since I am also using this particular result in my from, so I have to use the subquery also. So I'll just use this subquery which will help me to find the minimum age. So I can also provide an alias for this as min age query. So I have selected emp.name, that is employee name, emp.age, that is employee age, from employee table, and here I've provided a short name for it, and we are also selecting minimum age. So we are giving from employee table as well as this particular table. And then I'll give the where condition. So where emp.age is greater than this min query dot min minimum age query dot min age. So let me just explain this. So this particular would give me a result where there would be a minimum age and it would be the value which is the minimum among all the employees. Now this particular query, select emp.name will select the name, emp.age will select the name from the employee table only, because emp is the short name we have given to the employee table. And then we also want to make query in this particular table. So we'll give a comma and we'll give the query which will give me the minimum age of the employee, and I'll give an alias for this so that we don't have any confusion. So we'll provide an alias as minimum age query. Now we have given the condition where emp.age. So basically this table, in this table find all the age and see the other table, like this particular query give me a table with the name min age which is having one value. So check if employee.age is greater than minimum age query.min age. So from this select the min age and check that if the employee age is greater than min age or not. So let's just execute this query. So here you can see that we are getting the name and age of all the employees who is having age greater than the minimum age. So the minimum age was 24. So everyone you can see is 25, 26, 27, 25. So all are having age greater than the minimum age. So let's understand from an example of using subqueries in the select statement. So we have to print the employees with average age and the age of all the employees. So we have to print the average age and age of all the employees. So basically in the final result we'll be getting something like this, where this would be replaced by the average age of this particular age column, consider it's 23, and here we have to give all the age of employees like 24, 25, and here it will be only 23. To compare that if the age is 25, what is the average age in the entire employee table. So for this we'll again break it into two steps. The first is find the average age, the second is print the employee's age and the average age. So let's see how we can do that. So firstly we'll find the average age, that is select average age, and then we'll provide from, and then we'll provide the table name. So this will give me the average age of employee. Now we have to print the employee age along with the average age. So we'll give select, and then we will replace this subquery here because this is giving me the average age. So we'll give an alias as average age, and then we'll select age, and then we'll give from, and then we'll provide employee. So in this way we can print the average age as well as age for the employee. So firstly we'll find the average age. So for that we'll use select average, and then we can give age, and then we can give the table name from, and then we can give employee. So let's just execute this query. So here you can see that we are getting the average age as 25.4000. So now let's see all the employees who are having age and average age in the result. So we'll give select, then we are selecting age, then for average age we can replace it with this particular query. I know this might sound weird that why are we even using this, we can just give average age and we can provide an alias. So I'm just explaining that how we can use the select query inside the clauses, and there might be more complex problem where you'll get the gist that why we are even using subqueries and how it is helping us to make the problem simpler. So we'll select age, and then for the average age we'll replace it with this query and we'll provide an alias for it as average age, and then we'll give from, and then we'll give the table name as employee. So let me just execute this query. So here we are getting age, and here we are getting average age of all the employees. So with the age we are getting the average age which is for the entire table. So in this way the SQL subquery works. You will see more complex problem where we are using the subquery concept, and it will help to break down that particular complex problem into simpler problems. So this was all about this video. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first, and if you find it useful, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have not followed me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow. The links are in the description. Till then, take care. Keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.